everybody, this is Julian Rees. Welcome to this tutorial. I'm going to be sharing with you how to use Canva to create mood boards for your projects. This has been requested quite a few times, so I thought I would create this video so you can always refer back to it when you want to create a mood board. First of all, I would like to stress the value of creating a mood board for a project. Think of a design like a work of art, and on any painting, you can't really take one element of the painting and then you have a complete picture. A painting is layers and layers of lots of different elements put together to create this work of art. And an interior design is a very similar thing. There are lots of different elements: paint colors, furniture, artwork, floor coverings, kitchens, bathrooms. They all have to work together to create this really lovely picture. And to help you create this picture, mood board is a very valuable tool. Now, there are some great products available now, pieces of software that you can use to create mood boards, one of which is this piece of software called Canva. Now, I have a pro account with Canva because if you've got the pro membership, then you can access lots of very, very clever AI tools that will help you very easily create a mood board. Just a quick word of advice on subscriptions is actually I'd probably recommend that you do your subscriptions via your mobile phone. Now, I use an iPhone. If you're using Android, it would probably have exactly the same functionality. The reason why I do this is because a lot of the subscriptions that you have might be monthly, and if you've got lots and lots of different things like your television subscriptions, your movie channel subscriptions, they're innumerable different subscription services nowadays. If you do them through your phone, cancelling your subscriptions and checking everything in one place is much, much easier. So the first thing I would say to you is, if you are going to go for a monthly subscription for Canva to create your mood boards, if you're just going to be creating mood boards, then you might want to just have a monthly subscription, have it for a month, create your first initial mood boards, and then as your project progresses, it can take months before you're actually ready to furnish a project. So I'm going to be showing you a mood board when I'm furnishing the project, and it could be 6 months, a year before you're actually ready to furnish the property, and by which time, if you've done your initial design, by that time the design may have changed quite a lot. So a project that I was working on yesterday with a client, initially it was going to be industrial style, and they were going to use exposed brickwork, and due to just budgetary constraints and technical issues that happened with the builder during the project, in terms of soundproofing and energy efficiency, it was decided not to expose brickwork in the project. So we added some other elements, but that changed the very nature of the design theme of the project. So we've had to go back again at the end of the project when we're looking at furnishing and just recheck everything, make sure it all works together and there's a consistent theme for the project. Now, look, a lot of people, what they do is when they're picking furniture, they just go, oh, that's nice, I'll pick that. Oh, that's nice, I'll pick that. But you don't actually get an opportunity to see everything together. The mood board is a tool that you use, that a designer will use, just to make sure that all the different elements, like in a picture, work together beautifully. So I'm going to show you how to create a mood board using Canva, which is a very simple tool that will make it very easy for you to create mood boards for your project. So I'm now on Canva here, and I'm on the home page. And you will see here there's a selection of things that you can do, and I want to create a mood board, so I'm going to select whiteboard, and I just want to create a blank whiteboard for my project. So when you click blank whiteboard, this is what comes up on the screen. I'm just going to hide this side menu here for the moment, just so you can see the whole screen, and you'll see a certain selection of tools. I'm really only going to be working with elements at this stage, but the first thing you want to do when you're creating a mood board is have a background which should represent the color that you're using in the room. So the good thing that I recommend, the thing that I recommend to my students, is that they get the Voice of Color book. Is that the right way around? The Voice of Color book. Now, I always recommend, if you're in the property business, having an LNPG account. Google LNPG if you've never heard of them, but they are a kind of a group of landlords that have got together, and because there's so many of them, they have a bit of purchasing power. And LMPG, the great people at LMPG, have negotiated a big discount at Johnson's Paints. In fact, it's about 60%. Now, we are in the year 2023. There's been quite a bit of inflation with regard to building materials, and paints have been no exception. So I would say it's pretty essential that you look at these discount companies for purchasing certain things, paints especially. It can save you an absolute fortune being a member of LMPG. But this book, you will notice on the side, there are the letters PPG on the side. Now, PPG is a internationally recognized color code system, and all the colors in this book begin with the letters PPG. The good thing about this is that if you've selected a color using this book, is you can go on to Google or any of the search engines, you can enter the code in and the color will come up. So if I go into Google here and I enter the code for the color that I've chosen for this project, which is PPG1000-1, the color will come up. So the first image that I see here is just a square with the color in it. So actually that's very useful for me. So I'm going to copy that image. So I use the right click button on my mouse to copy the image. I'm going to go back to my mood board on Canva. So I've kept all the tabs open. I'm going to right click and you will see the word paste come up. So I click on paste and the square has come into my picture. So this is the first image that I brought into the mood board, which is basically the color for the room in the project. If you are doing feature walls, then you could bring in those colors into the picture in the proportion that you're using them, so that you've got the colors that you're using for your project. So, but in this project, for the sake of argument, we're doing a industrial style project. So I've got a bit of exposed brickwork. So in the great words of Blue Peter, if you can remember that far back, here's one I prepared earlier. I have actually got a exposed brick tab here. So here we go. Here's a brick wall that I found. So when you right click on an image, your menu should come up and you should have copy image in your right click menu. If you don't have copy image, some images you can't copy directly. Sometimes you have to use the save as tab, save the image to your dashboard, to your desktop, and then import the image in from your desktop. But in this case, I've got the copy image. I will copy the image. I will go back to my Canva whiteboard and I will right click and then I will paste that into my mood board. So now I have my brick wall in my mood board. So the next thing I want to do is start importing the furniture in. So another recommendation is this is a furnishing mood board. So when you're first doing your design work for your project, you may, let me just cut that out. You may create a design which is just basically a collection of ideas, really, but that will give you a direction for your design for your project. So think of your initial mood board as your design direction for your project. It might not have everything in it that you're actually going to use, but as you come towards the end of your project and you're going to actually need to start choosing and buying furniture, you really want to be putting furniture images in of the items you intend to purchase. So there's no point in populating an image with stuff you like if it's not the stuff you're going to buy. This is a practical tool. While I'm populating an image, if I'm happy with the product that I've put into the image, I then have I have a spreadsheet open at the same time. So I'm going to be multitasking. I'm going to be putting the item of furniture into my mood board. If I'm happy with that, it's in stock, I will then plonk it into my spreadsheet, giving the price of the product, a link to the product page so I can click on it and go back to the product page easily. It gives me a record of everything that I've chosen. It just makes things a little bit more streamlined once I'm coming to ordering each item that I need. So while you're doing your mood board, normally what I do is I multitask and I have a spreadsheet open and I populate the spreadsheet with the items that I put into the mood board. It just makes things more efficient. But I'm not going to be doing that today. I'm just going to show you how to use Canva. So the next thing I want to put in is a bed. So I have found a bed that I like. Here is the, where's the bed? 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 Metal beds. Where's the bed? Let me go to my history. I go back to my bed. Where's the double bed frame? Here we go. Here we go. So I'm going to choose a bed that I like, and I think I chose one. I'm going to choose an industrial style bed. So that will be, let's see if I can find it. Here we go. Here's a bed that I like. This is actually quite an expensive bed frame. I'm sure I could find one on Amazon a lot cheaper, but the purposes of this tutorial, I'm just going to show you how to create the mood board. So I can right click on the image, again, copy image, go back to my mood board, right click, paste, and the bed comes into the image. Now this is where the software becomes really helpful. And you can create a professional mood board in seconds. This is a pro tool that will allow me to remove the background and just keep the bed in the image. So to do this, I go to Edit Photo, and you will see this tool here, BG Remover. That means background remover. So if I click on background remover, you'll see a little kind of please wait symbol come up, and it's just doing its thing, and then it will remove the background from the bed. Now, I mean, literally a year ago, it would take me, depending on how complicated the image was, quite a while to remove all the background elements, and I'd have to use a program like Photoshop to do it. And it would never be brilliant. You'd always have like bits of the background here and there. So this tool is incredibly powerful and saves an awful lot of time, and allows anybody with a little bit of know-how on how this works to just create an amazing and professional mood board in minutes, rather than have to use a professional designer to do this stuff. So that is the power of this program. It makes it very, very easy to create the mood board. So this BG removal tool is probably the most essential part of the software and makes it so powerful. So now I have the bed in the frame. So the next thing I want to put in is going to be the bedside table. So I found a bedside table that I like. I will click on the image. I will click on copy image, go back to my mood board, and I will paste that into the image. Again, I'm going to use the background removal tool, and you will slowly see me putting together a set of images that all work together. I know I can check whether the items look good together, whether they are all creating this cohesive design that will create this lovely aesthetic. But I can use the mood board to check whether everything works together before I actually buy anything. So I want to put a light fitting in, so I'm going to copy that. So this is a lovely fitting from IKEA. This is actually allows you, just a quick one here is, these light fittings are called Easy Fit wall lights. They have a cable on them and a plug on them and a little line switch, and they allow you to actually put wall lights on the wall without you having to wire them in, as long as you've got a socket in the right place. So I'm going to go back to the mood board again. I'll right click, I'll paste that into the mood board. Again, I will go to the background remover. I will select that. I will get rid of the background. Another little tip is, if you can find images that have a white background on them, or certainly an uncomplicated background, that makes it easier for the AI tool to remove the background. So if, let's say, you're choosing a white lampshade and it's on a white background, that might make it impossible for the AI to differentiate between the two products. So always think about, is this image that I'm choosing going to be easy for the AI to select the thing that I need? So, make sure the product is maybe in the middle of the image, make sure it's maybe on a background that makes it easier for the AI to differentiate the product from the background. So the other thing with this is, another simple tool is this flip tool. The light fitting is the wrong way around. I want it to be kind of the same direction of the bed and the bedside table. So I'm going to flip that, click on flip horizontally, and there we go. The image is flip round. I am going to use the little, the little circles on the edge of the image to resize the image to make it a little bit more in, the right size for the mood board, just so it's all kind of roughly the same kind of size. I can copy it and paste. So I've got another light fitting on the other side. I'll make it a bit smaller so it's kind of like three-dimensional. There we go. So now we have, again, a build-up of images. We can see that they work. They look good together. I now want to bring in a wardrobe. So let's see if I've got a wardrobe chosen. I've got wardrobe. Let's have a look, see if I've got a wardrobe. Wardrobe. No, I don't think I've got a wardrobe. So I'm just going to make this as quick as possible. I'm not going to bring in a wardrobe. Let's see if we can bring in the wall art. I found a piece of wall art that I like. I'll copy that image. Go back into Canva. I'll paste the image again. There we go. That works. So I'm going to use the background remover. See how this works. See if this works. Is it going to keep the flowers or is it going to keep the picture? Let's have a look. Yes, it's going to keep the flowers. So I want to just get rid of the flowers. So there we go. I can get those out of the way, get that out of the way. And now I have my picture. So I'll take the picture, I'll resize it, put it behind the bed. So there we go. There's my picture. That's that. Now I want to bring in the rug. So let's have a look at the rug. So I will bring in a rug. So I found a rug that I like. I'll choose this picture, copy image. I will go back to the Canva and I will paste the rug into the image. So here's another quick tool that will help you is I want to take that rug underneath the bed. At the moment it's on top of the bed. I've got lots of other pictures in the image and I want to take that rug to the underneath the bed. So you will see here it's a position. So I click on position and if I click on position again, you will see layers. So I click on position, go to layers, and you'll see all the different layers that are in the image and where they are in relation to each other. So at the moment, this rug is on top of all the other elements. So I just grab that image, I take it, pull it down, and I put it under the bed. And there we have the rug is now under the bed. So I can quickly create a collage of the different elements that I'm going to be using in the room onto my mood board so I can actually check whether everything works together in harmony to create a beautiful aesthetic. And what I recommend that you do if you're going to be using Canva is have a play with it. Refer back to this video if you need to, but if you're going to be doing a design, a mood board to me is an essential part of the creative process. You can check whether everything works together, and Canva is a really simple tool to create mood boards for your design work. Hopefully this has been of value. Please feel free to refer back to it. I will be creating more tutorial videos as I go along, so keep in touch and thank you very much for watching.